We let them know how we can help them and what's in it for them if they actually keep on believing in us and eventually buying products from us. I have talked about this first step before, and I'm going to explain to you and give you some examples, but it says, determine your superpower. A little description on that, it says, what can you offer that could help solve problems for your potential customers? You can use that to create content. The world of social media requires that you give some value. The old world of marketing did not require that. You had a great commercial. It could be a 30-second commercial or 1 minute, or you had a radio ad, and all you had to have was a great offer and a great commercial that pulls attention in, and you're going to be good. That was called direct response marketing. You create a content piece, and that keeps on feeding you. In social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, all these platforms, you got to start with value. And that value is going to eventually lead towards attention if you do it enough, and that attention leads towards revenue. There is no way around that. The era of going direct to the consumer and asking for their information in exchange for nothing, or asking them for their money in exchange for no value, it's not really where we're at today in 2022. All these brands that are blowing up in the world of the internet today are blowing up for a couple of reasons. One of them is because they're providing value. You look at somebody like Dr. Eric Berg, who's seen his content before? Raise your hand. Okay, so he's known as the ketogenic diet king. We're about to reach 7 million subscribers on his YouTube channel. We generate over 70 million views across all his world of the internet. And from that value, we generate incredible amounts of revenue. Simple formula, same thing with Natural Slim. My dad was a content creator. We have over 2,000 episodes. And from that incredible value, we have built this incredible organization that generates unlimited attention, and we're able to sell our products and services effectively. Same thing with AGM. AGM is what it is today. Company with over 100 staff, an Inc. 5000 company, one of the fastest growing marketing companies on the planet, because we have provided value first. I have consistently done this that I'm doing today. Getting on a stage, giving you guys value in exchange for absolutely nothing. I'm actually paying to get your attention because we give you food. We do advertising to bring you into these particular workshops. We have staff that are actively working to bring you guys over here. You don't have an obligation to give me a single penny. The philosophy has taken us to where we're at today. I have given value for many years. This is officially my 6th year delivering value, giving content information, and from that value, we have generated a pretty impressive marketing organization that does what it does every single day and has the privilege of working with some incredible people along the way. So this strategy has been proven time and time again. You don't have to be a personal brand per se to succeed in this world. It's just something that makes it faster if you have some human being that can become relatable to somebody else. You can become a brand that doesn't have a face. There's many examples of that. There's a company that I have followed for many years. They don't have a face. They do incredible value and incredible content, and they have been selling mattresses for many, many years, and they're one of the fastest growing internet companies on this world that we live in. They're called Purple. Anybody has seen Purple before? So they're a faceless brand that does incredible value, and by doing so, they pull a lot of attention in. So if you guys are, I don't want to be Manuel, I don't want to be like Dr. Berg, I don't want to be Frank Suarez, I don't want to be any of these guys, well, there is a way to do that also with great quality content that has a lot of value. Superpower equals value. What is that thing that you can do to make somebody else's life better? But we all have it. If you don't have an ability to make somebody else better, you don't really have a business that makes sense for people to give you their money. We all have something that is going to make somebody else better. And that is that's what we call your superpower that you can use to capture that attention. So we also have, as a next step, we're going to reach more people with paid ads. How do we actually take some of that value and we boost it, or we put it in front of more people? Because if we don't give these platforms money, our reach is limited, because Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, all these platforms are not 501(c)s nonprofit organizations. They need money. That's what they are. Most of them are public corporations. TikTok is not a public corporation yet, but Their business is capturing your attention so they can sell advertising to other people that want your attention. That's the whole business. So you want to make sure that you are reaching people with that value, and there's a few ways that you can press a few buttons and get your value in front of more people that's going to allow you to build audiences from your great superpower. That's number 2. Number 3, we're going to create buckets of audiences of these people. So people that are consuming that content, they're watching those videos, they're engaging with your ads, they're interacting somehow with your superpower, with your value. We're going to create a bucket of these people, because here's the thing. In the United States, there's 240 million people actively on social media platforms. It's a very large percentage. We're looking at about 80% of the population is actively using Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, one of these platforms. It's actually quite a phenomenon when you meet somebody that is not active on any of these platforms. No, I don't use social media. Who has experienced that? Raise your hand if you have met a lot of people that don't. It's actually quite limited, and these people feel a little bit like aliens. Like, what do you mean? Like, even the ones that a lot of us used to say, I was one of them, no, TikTok is for teenagers, I'm not into that. And now I'm on TikTok, right? So traditionally, we say we're not gonna use Facebook, we're not into it, and then we jump into it. Oh no, Instagram is not for me, and then we jump into it. Oh no, TikTok is not for me, and then we inevitably jump into it. It's been the trend on all these platforms for ages. So we need to know how to create that audience that is actually engaging with the content. Because most people that are on these platforms are not interested in your products or services. There's just too many of them. I wish I could tell you guys that everybody's gonna love your product. That's not the reality. That's a romantic idea that you might wanna get rid of, because you gotta work on finding your audience. Like, if I promote my dad's content, he has incredible content, incredible ability to educate. If I'm just trying to sell my Natural Slim brand to everybody, I'm gonna experience a lot of losses, because most people are not interested in losing weight right now. They're not interested in feeling energy right now. They're not interested in that. They wanna keep on eating Panda Express all day long, right? No disrespect to anybody that is eating Panda Express right now, all right? So when you gotta make sure that you find people that are interested in that particular subject right now in order for you to generate business. Out of 240 million people, most of them are not interested in losing weight right now. So this process allows me to discover the people that are interested right now that I can service. Number 4, after we have those audiences, I use those audiences to do something called retargeting, in which I put another message in front of them and I invite them to be a part of our world. At this point, I am trying to get these people to trust me enough to go out of social media and give me their phone number and email so I can continue building that journey outside of social media. Because social media is not the end all. Social media is the starting point. You're trying to leverage these incredible platforms to try to get attention so you can eventually get them out of the world and into your world. Because you cannot generate revenue directly from social media on a consistent basis. The roadmap has to be followed. If you just try to sell products to these people over here, you're gonna end up experiencing a loss. Why? Because in the world of business, there's something that has been forever talked about in the world of marketing. People need to see you several times before they trust you. On average, 7 times minimum before they say, you know what, I'm gonna open up my wallet. I trust these guys. So the way that you do that is you follow this particular roadmap. So over here, when you are trying to get them into your world, you say, hey, I want to give you something for free. I want to give you this value. I want to give you this particular offer. Why don't you come into our world so I can help you a little bit more with what our superpower is all about? And you get them to trust you, and they open up their information, and now you have them on your text messaging list, on your email list, on your WhatsApp, on your Messenger list, on your Instagram DM, and all these places that you have more control over, and that's where things get better for you as a business owner. You gotta grow that list. You guys have heard that saying. Raise your hand if you heard the saying that says, the money's in the list. Raise your hand, right? This is an old marketing adage. The bigger your list is, the more revenue you will be able to generate. If you don't have a big list, if you don't have a growing list, your business will not be able to grow. Your business will grow in direct proportion to how your list is growing. You want to have a booming list, aggressively work on building your identities. And this is the easiest way to get it to actually start booming across the board. So we use free resources and coupons to generate new leads. I'm going to give you some examples on how we do that over here at AGM. And then last but not least, we bring them into our world and we nurture them. The word is nurture, just like you take care of a baby. We provide a lot of communication. We send them emails, text messaging. We introduce them to our brand. We let them know how we can help them and what's in it for them if they actually keep on believing in us and eventually buying products from us. It's not only about getting people to buy for the first time, it's about getting them to keep on buying from you and eventually getting them to start talking to others about you. And that's how a real business is built in today's world.